So logging on to MyFundAccounting online is straightforward enough. You simply open your internet browser, so Edge, Chrome, Safari, Firefox, whichever you happen to be using, and in the address bar you put in MyFundAccounting.online and press enter. Will bring you to Data Development's MyFundAccounting Online page, and you click on Login, enter your username, enter your password, and click enter or continue, and it brings you to the dashboard. The dashboard is where everything starts from. Under My Profile you can see some basic information about yourself. Record Income, as suggests, is for recording income, and Record Expenditure for recording expenditure. Standing Orders lists all the standing orders that you have available. Bank Reconciliation, so that you can confirm all the transactions in MyFundAccounting have gone through the bank. And List Transactions, as the name suggests, lists all the transactions, and you can do some searching and limiting as to what the transactions are being shown. Those are the quick menus. Across the top here you have some other menus which contain some additional items. Under Transactions you get your Record Income, Record Expenditure and Standing Orders. Journal Entry is for those who understand double entry bookkeeping, and it is advised to avoid that. And Processing Standing Orders is, as the name suggests, for when you have your standing orders and you want to put them into your accounts rather than just leave them sitting there as waiting to be entered into your accounts. Transactions Assistant gives you some more stuff to deal with debtors and creditors, loans and repayments, sales and purchases, any deferred income if you're using accruals, and your income and expenditure. Account fund transfers, which is for moving money from fund to fund or account to account, or from one fund in one account to another fund in another account. There is stuff for your fixed assets, again for prepayments and accruals, and agency collections. If you don't understand any of those, there will be some videos on most of those. Otherwise, you may be able to ignore them. You can list your transactions here, terms of settlements and products, utilities, bank reconciliation again. Year-end procedure is one that you will need. Memorized in template transactions you may want, or you may not use them. And file utilities, you probably won't need to use those, but occasionally you might use an unusual bank reconciliation. Under Create, here you have some important things under the Accounts Assistant. Initialization you won't need to do. SOFA and Receipts and Payments headings you won't need to alter. Funds, you will need to set up funds. Nominal accounts are locked. Starting balances you only need to do but the once, and there's help available to do those. Financial year dates only set up initially. You may wish to set up suppliers, grantors and useful for repetitive transactions that aren't exactly the same each time. Create income standing order and expenditure standing orders. Those are for repetitive transactions that are exactly the same. Create a journal entry standing order. I would avoid that unless you understand double entry bookkeeping. Cost centers, you may find yourself wanting to do that, but that's now moving beyond the basics. You may use the income budgets and the expenditure budgets. Under admin, Ministry Area Treasurer will be able to set up roles and permissions and users. Groups, only the super user will be able to do that, and the same with branches. Import transactions, this gives you the option to import transactions from bank statement, and masters gives you how things have changed. Reports is an area that you will use a lot. The organisation structure, not so much. Previous bank reconciliations, your independent financial examiner or auditor may well want those. You may need those from time to time. Report settings determines what you're reporting on. You'll have reference list, normal accounts, agencies if you're using those for incoming and outgoing collections for charities. Your SOFA, statement of financial activities. Your balance sheet, summary and detailed, will be useful. Statement of assets and liabilities by fund could be very useful, or by code. Some trial balance reports, some fund reports so you can see how money is moving through your funds. Budget reports, transaction reports. Again, you've got your transactions listing, the general ledger, but you've also got income expenditure comparative figures and monthly income expenditure totals. Don't need the return of parish finance of Church of England. Church in Wales for your online submission to the representative body, and reports on cost centres if you've set up cost centres. MyFundAccounting offline gives you access to a lot more reports, and you may, as you explore those, find some of those useful. If you are Ministry Area Treasurer, then you will have the ability to set some filters. The group will be set for you, as you will only have access to one group, but you will be able to set different branches. So this is where you record your income and expenditure against the different churches or branches. So we can select the ministry area for the central account there and select save. Edit report settings is a way to set up different reports. Once you have finished doing what you need to do, you can simply log out.